The sun rises not for the timid, but for the men who rise before it. Each morning is a battlefield, and the man who dares to seize it will write his fate in stone. This world, in all its splendor and savagery, offers its riches to the one who moves first, strikes hardest, and endures longest. It offers no sympathy for the man who hesitates, no reward for the one who merely survives. Dominate daily, or be dominated forever. There is no middle ground between glory and obscurity. The man who treads lightly, who moves with hesitation, who makes room for doubt, he is already conquered. He walks among the living, but his ambition is dead. To dominate daily means to awaken each day as if it is your final opportunity to leave your mark. It is to cast off yesterday's comfort and enter the new day with fire in your eyes and steel in your spine. It is to face the silence before the world stirs and say, "I own this." There are those who wait for signs, for perfect moments, for ideal conditions. They wait for the wind to favor their sails, for the storm to pass, for the noise to settle. But by the time they move, the bold have already taken the land, claimed the throne, and buried the weak. The man who dominates daily does not wait for the world to grant him permission. He creates his own momentum. He understands that hesitation is death in slow motion. Look around you. Every structure, every empire, every invention that shaped mankind was born from the relentless will of someone who refused to submit to the ordinary. The names etched in history were not of men who wished, but of men who acted. Daily, without fail, without pause, you are not here to watch. You are not here to drift. You are not here to blend in. You are here to lead, to conquer, to bend the days to your will. Routine is not a cage. It is your forge. Dominate your routine, and you dominate your destiny. The man who rises at the same hour, sharpens the same tools, reads, trains, speaks, builds. He becomes unbreakable. He creates a rhythm so powerful, so violent in discipline, that the world cannot ignore his presence. The enemy may be stronger, the climb may be steep, but the one who shows up daily, who sharpens his sword in obscurity, who eats from the plate of pain and drinks the wine of pressure, he becomes inevitable. Greatness is not a spark, it is a flame fed daily. To dominate daily is to treat each sunrise as a challenge. It is to say, "You will not outwork me. You will not outlast me. I will give more, suffer more, and return stronger than I was yesterday." It is to look at the man in the mirror and demand more from him. Not when it's easy, not when it's convenient, but every single day, especially when weakness whispers. Every day you are presented with two choices: retreat or rise. The world will provide distractions, comfort, and soft corners. It will tempt you with ease, lure you with luxury, and lull you into a state of passive existence. But domination belongs to the one who denies himself the softness of the herd and embraces the solitude of command. To be uncommon amongst the common is not a choice. It is a requirement. Domination is not loud. It does not always roar. Sometimes it is silent. It is the decision to wake up when no one's watching. It is pushing past failure when no one believes in you. It is choosing discipline over desire, sacrifice over sloth, grind over gratification. You win not by chance, but by choice made daily, reaffirmed hourly, executed relentlessly. Do not envy the man with fortune if he does not possess fortitude. Do not fear the man with strength if he lacks strategy. The man who dominates daily sharpens not just his body but his mind. He reads, he listens, he learns. He watches how the world moves, and then he moves faster. He does not merely react. He initiates. He does not wait for orders. He becomes the order. While others drown in information, he extracts wisdom. While others chase approval, he demands excellence from himself. There are no lucky kings, only disciplined warriors, only men who bled in the shadows so they could rule in the light. The man who dominates daily knows this truth. Victory is not given, It is taken, one brutal, boring, consistent, painful day at a time. He does not crave applause, he does not beg for recognition. He is too busy forging himself in the furnace of repetition. Let others seek comfort, he seeks conquest, and when the trials come, and they will, they do not break him. Because he has faced himself every day before the world tried to, he has overcome the laziness that creeps in like fog, he has slain the inner coward that begs for shortcuts, he has buried the version of himself that would have settled. In the silence of discipline, he built a man that cannot be shaken. Dominate the mornings, and you own the day. Dominate the tasks you hate, and you master the self. Dominate the discomfort, and you find freedom. The man who forces himself to do what must be done, long after the thrill is gone, is a force the world cannot stop. Talent fades, passion flickers, but habit forged in fire endures. Every excuse is a thief. It steals minutes, it steals momentum, it steals manhood. The one who makes peace with excuses has declared war on his potential. But the man who dominates daily does not make excuses. He makes progress. He does not waste energy explaining his failures. He uses them to fuel his rise. He does not beg the world to understand him. He makes the world feel his presence. The clock is always ticking, and while others sleep through their time, the man who dominates is awake, building, pushing, preparing. Because he knows that one day he will be tested, and when that day comes, it will not be his motivation that saves him. It will be his preparation. While others panic, he performs. While others retreat, he roars. Because he was forged in the days they wasted, power is not seized in moments. It is seized in patterns. A single act of greatness means nothing without the spine to repeat it. A man is not made by what he does once. He is made by what he does daily. That is why domination cannot be part-time. You don't dominate when it feels right. You dominate until domination becomes your identity. You do it so often, so ruthlessly, that to do anything less feels like betrayal. Dominate daily, not because the world owes you anything, but because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the boy you once were who dreamed of becoming something mighty. You owe it to the future that can only be built on the bricks of today's discipline. You owe it to the bloodline that flows in your veins. To turn potential into power, breath into impact, time into legacy. The man who dominates daily carries himself differently. He speaks with certainty, moves with purpose, stands with honor. He does not need to announce his ambition. It echoes in everything he touches. He does not beg for doors to open. He breaks them down. His hunger is not seasonal. It is eternal. The world bends not for the loud, but for the consistent. Not for the ones who begin with fire, but for the ones who carry the flame through the storms. Every empire you admire was once an idea backed by discipline. Every legend you quote was once a man who woke up, showed up, and dominated his day, long before anyone noticed. Do not wait for a defining moment. Create it. Do not ask if you're ready. Make yourself ready. Do not hope that someone believes in you. Believe in yourself so fiercely that others have no choice but to follow. And if they don't, let them stay behind. This road is not for the many. It is for the few, for the savage, for the focused, for the relentless. Dominate daily, not for fame, not for applause, but because your life depends on it.